Hello guys, okay, welcome back. Now we are going to continue our chapter. We're still under chapter 1, the introduction to management, but continue to the next subtopics, which is the elements or components of management process. So we have 7 components or elements of management process, which is planning, organizing, directing and controlling, motivating, coordinating, staffing and communicating. Okay, so planning is the primary function of management. Okay, whatever it is, whatever the process we will go through, it must be start with planning first. Okay, so it involves determination of a course of action to achieve desired results or objectives. Okay, planning is the starting points of management process, and all other functions of management are related to and dependent on planning function. So planning is the key to success, stability and prosperity in business. It acts as a tool for solving the problems of business units, and it helps to visualize the future problems and keeps management ready for possible solutions. Okay, so anything that would be happen in the future, we should include or we should expect in our planning. Okay, so next, the organizing. This is just the surface of the management process. Okay, so and in next chapter, in the other chapter, we will go detail for each of the management process. Okay, so the next components or the next elements of management process is organizing. Organizing means bringing the resources, which is it refer to men or employee in the organization, materials, machines, and etc. Okay, organizing means bringing the resources together and use them properly for achieving the objectives of the organization. Okay, organization is a process as well as it is a structure. Organizing means arranging ways and means for the execution of a business plan. It provides suitable administrative structure and facilitates execution. Okay, execution of proposed plan. Okay, so plan is back to the before organizing process. Okay, organizing involves departmentalization, establishing span of control, delegation of authority, establishment of superior-subordinate relationship, and provision of mechanism for coordination of various business activities. Next is staffing. Staffing refers to provision of manpower. Okay, staffing in the organization or taking or hiring workers for the organization. Okay, staffing refers to provision of manpower for the execution of a business plan. So we do need manpower, we do need workers, employees for the organization to execute the business plan for the organization. Okay, so staffing involves recruitment. Once we hire one employee or new staff, okay, we should give them recruitment, okay, selection, appraisal, remuneration, and development of personnel. The need of staffing arises in the initial period and also from time to time for replacement, and also along with the expansion and diversification of business activities. Every business unit needs efficient every business unit needs efficient, stable, and cooperative staff for the management of business activities. Okay, so if we are hiring a group of people or a group of employees, we do need their cooperation to implement or to execute our business plan for the organization. Okay, and we would embrace, or we would face some problems if they cannot cooperate with the other staff, with the employer, with the around the organization. They cannot. We will have problems if they cannot. Accept or receive, or cannot obey with the instruction in the organization. Okay, so it should be every business unit. Okay, we do need efficiency and stable and cooperative staff for the management of business activities. Manpower is the most important asset. Manpower is referred to the employee. Okay, manpower is the most important asset of a business unit. If you still remember the three elements that should we have in one organization, in an organization, which is goals, people or staff, or also known as employee, and another element is the structure, right? So without manpower, without employees, without staff, okay, for sure we cannot build one organization. Okay, we cannot run our business. We cannot have a business unit in the organization. Okay, because we do need manpower in our organization, and it is the most important asset of a business unit. Okay, so in many organizations, manpower planning and development activities are entrusted to personnel manager or HR manager. Okay, so normally most of the organization practice that taking new staff or hiring new staff, new employee, they will park these tasks under human resource department. Okay, right man for the right job is the basic principle of staffing. Okay, so directing. The next element is directing or leading. Directing deals with guiding and instructing people. Okay, directing deals with guide, and instruct people. Guiding and instructing people to do the work in the right manner, the right way. Okay, directing in the responsibility of managers at all levels. Okay, directing is the responsibility of managers at all level, not specific for HR department, but each of managers in the organization should take this responsibility. This is to make sure that every unit of the department, every unit of employees or staff in the organization, they will work together and together achieve the organization's objectives. Okay, clear? They have to work as leaders. Okay, they have to work as leaders for their subordinates. Okay, this is more to managers. Okay, still remember, directing is the responsibility of managers at all levels. Okay, they is referred to the manager. They have to work as leaders of their subordinates. Subordinate is referred to employees or staff, okay, or manpower in the organization. Clear plans and sound organization set the stage, but it requires a manager to direct and lead his men for achieving the objectives. Okay, clear plans and sound organization set the stage, but it requires a manager to direct. Okay, even though we already set the where our organization should heading off, but we still do need a manager to direct and lead his men or the employees or their team to achieve the objectives. Okay, It involves raising the morale of subordinates. It also involves communicating, leading, and motivating. Leadership is essential on the part of managers for achieving organizational objectives. Okay, next is coordinating. It is effective coordination and also integration of activities of different departments are essential for orderly working of an organization. A manager must coordinate the work for which he is accountable. Okay, coordination is essential at all level of management, every level of management. It gives one clear-cut direction to the activities of individuals and departments. Okay. It also avoids misdirection and wastage and brings unity of action in the organization. Controlling involves three broad aspects. First, establishing standards of performance, measuring work in progress and interpreting results achieved, and taking corrective action if required. Managers have to exercise effective control in order to bring success to a business plan, and controlling is a continuous activity of a supervisory nature. Okay. Motivating. Motivating is the process through which manager motivates. Okay, which a manager motivates his men, his employee, his staff to give their best to the organization. Okay, it means to encourage people to take more interest and initiative in the work assigned. Okay, if you give the work to your employee, you as a manager, you give a task to your employee, they will eager to execute the task, to execute the instruction, and to make sure the objective, the target of the instruction will achieve. Okay, organizations prosper when the employees are motivated through special efforts, including provision of facilities and incentives. Motivation is actually inspiring and encouraging people to work more and contribute more to achieve organizational objectives. It is a physiological, psychological process of great significance. Okay, communicating. Communicating. Communication is necessary for the exchange of facts, opinions, ideas, and information between individuals and departments. In an organization, communication is useful for giving information, guidance, and instructions. Managers should be good communicators, of course. Managers should have good communication skills. They have to use major portion of their time on communication in order to direct, motivate, and coordinate activities of their subordinates. Okay, people think and act collectively through communication. According to Louis Allen, communication involves a systematic and continuing process of telling, listening, and understanding. So that's why, without good communication skills, we should be owned by a good manager. The communication could be breakdown somewhere. Okay, that's why sometimes we heard that miscommunication in the organization or in between two person. Okay, for example, a manager and her subordinates. Okay, so without good communication, the information could not be sent to the receiver, okay, or the second person. Okay, so that's all for the elements or components of management process. I will go to management level in the next slides, in the next video. Okay, so see you. Bye bye.